Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be showing you how to create a project and task in GoodDay. In order to do this, you want to make sure to head over and log on into your GoodDay dashboard, and this is what you'll find. On the left side bar, you want to click on the plus icon right here, and then you're going to take your mouse to make sure it's under project. It might be under a task, but make sure to go under project. Now once you're under project, looking under the project section in the main section, you can click on the template library. However, if you'd like to create a project from scratch, you can use this option, but we're going to go ahead with template library. Now in the template library, you have some options right here, whether it's project management, software development, the options are there for you to pick from. So now we're going to choose a category. We're going to choose project management, then we're going to scroll down and select Kanban project. Again, this is pretty much up to you to decide. So click on Kanban project for this example. Now you're going to make sure to fill all these out. For example, you have the parent. The parent is basically the location you want to put your project. You're going to click on it and it's actually a drop down. You can see project management, and then right here in project management, you have different locations. We're going to go to active projects and choose internal projects. So this project will be an internal project. Next thing we're going to do is to name this project. We're just going to give it project 1, but you want to make sure that you're giving the project a real name that makes sense to your project. So far, we've been able to fill the parent location, the name of the project, and here you could choose the color of the project. So we're going to say orange. You can see the project owner, and then you'll need to select the deadline, because what's a project without a deadline? So click on select date. Say we're going to give it about at the end of January. That should be enough time for you to work things out. And if you'd like to add this to templates, you can choose add to my templates and then click submit. And here you can see that we've been able to create a project. Now, because of the style and the layout, you can see that you have different sections for your project. You can see items that have not been started, items that are in progress, then items that are in review, perhaps that have been done and you'll need to review them, and you could add more right here. So this is how to create a project. And now that we're done creating a project, what's a project without a task? So we're going to show you how to create a task. In order to do this, you can go over to the plus icon right here on the sidebar, click on it, and then make sure you're selecting the task. Remember, at the start, we selected project, but this time we'll be selecting task. And then right here, you have different input areas. You have the task title, the project you'd like to have this task to be tied to, the users, the descriptions, and other attachments you might need to add. So let's give this task a title. So we're going to say product research. So that's the name of the task. Then we have project. Remember, we just created our first project, and this project's name is project 1. If you have other projects, you'll need to click on the drop down, locate the other project and select it, and then it will show right here. Now for this task, you'll need to assign it to someone. So let's assume you have others invited already. You're going to click on the drop down and select them. Go ahead and choose one of them. And if you'd like to add another user, you can simply click on add user and add the other user. Then you have the description. Basically, your description is to provide information about this task, such as your requirement, and more information to help those who will be handling this task to succeed in what they're doing. Then at the bottom right here, you can attach files, select a deadline, the start and end of this task, the tags which are necessary in organizing tasks. If you'd like to make this a priority, you can click on it to choose if it's a high priority, a highest priority, or you can choose emergency. This is up to you. We're going to choose high, and then you have other options to work with right here. So let's just give it a description. So we just gave it R&D. Of course, in your case, you want to be more descriptive. R&D, research and development, right? Again, you need to be more specific to help those who would be handling this task to fulfill it with the best information in hand. Once you're done with all these input areas, click on Create Task, and you can see right here, task created, product research. If you'd like to open it, you see it right here. So anyone whom you've added will see this task and they'll receive information that they've been assigned a task. So these are the steps to follow if you'd like to create a project and task in GoodDay. Do let us know if this was helpful, and thanks for watching.